Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. Here each and every day as we just bring questions. We bring questions and we bring possibilities. I don't have any answers. I have ideas. I have questions. I share them with you. I share them with you so I can learn them better. I share them with you so that that I can practice them, because it's only through the use of them that they have any meaning. And so today, my title was, You Are All That Matters. And some of you might be saying to yourself, oh my God, how narcissistic. No, it's not narcissistic at all. Everything begins and ends with you. Everything begins and ends with your awareness. Where are you putting your focus? Where are your thoughts? Where are the words that follow the thoughts? Where are the actions that follow the words? Where are the feelings that follow the words and the actions? Because those, my friends, determine what your life is. And if you don't focus on you and you focus on everything that's happening in the outside world, you become a victim. You're on a boat on the ocean in the midst of a storm, and you've got no motor, no rudder, no nothing. But when you're focused on yourself and you're focused on how you're viewing life, you have control. The only thing you have control of is where you put your thoughts. It's where you put your mind. Nothing that happens to you has an impact on you except the impact you choose to have on you. Do you get that? Everything that happens to you, the impact it has is what you choose it to be. Now, you may not have consciously chosen it, but you're choosing it to be. So let me welcome Corey, Maggie, Jeannie, McBride, Jordan, and Laura. I know there's more of you out there. Check in with me. Let me know you're out there. I love seeing your names. It inspires me to talk more about things. And definitely, if you have questions in that, put them down in the chat comment. Put them down in the chat comment. Zach and Anita, hello, hello, hello. I know, Lori, I look like a floating head today because I have a black turtleneck on. Watch this. Does that screw you up? I love, good morning, Mark and Zoe. I am a floating bobblehead. I am, you know what? I am whatever you perceive me to be. If you perceive me to be kind, I'm kind. If you perceive me to be a good teacher, I'm a good teacher. If you perceive me to be a Yahoo, I'm a Yahoo. I am whatever you perceive. Do you get that? Goes right back to where we started. You are all that matters. Your perception is all that matters. It's the only thing that matters in your life. Here's the key thing. It becomes narcissistic when you think that your perception matters in the lives of people outside of you. It doesn't matter to them. Only they should matter to them. Nachama, what do you want to say here, bud? Do you have any words about letting go of what no longer serves gracefully and with wisdom? It's pretty simple to me. If something no longer serves you, don't put any attention on it. Put attention on where you want to go, on who you want to be. Where you put your attention is what you attract. It's the energy that comes into you. So the second you take your focus off of that which you don't want and you put it somewhere else, what you don't want's not in your attention. When it's not in your attention, it doesn't exist. Because things only exist in your life when you give them attention. Anita says, do you have believe it's possible to have a flawed perception of yourself? Oh my God, yes. From the second, Anita, you popped out of your mother's belly, You have been brainwashed into believing what mommy and daddy wanted you to believe. And your job is to tap into that heart center, into that intuitive nature, your third eye in your heart. You're tapping into that and saying, what is the uniqueness I desire to be? What is it that juices me? And that's the really key thing. That's a Lee word right there, the word juice. Because when you're doing what you love, you are absolutely, absolutely juiced. No one has to remind you to do it. You just do it. I keep getting asked the question, Lee, you do this talking every day. Don't you get tired of it? Get tired of what juices me? Are you crazy? Why would I get tired of what's juicing me? Laura says, what happens when we pass? Where do we go? Have no friggin' idea. I have thoughts, but I don't know. Here's what I do understand and what I believe is that I'm awareness, your awareness. The infinite created infinite levels of awareness out of itself. It doesn't make sense that we would come in and go and just be obliterated into nothingness. I think that awareness that is Lee, or the awareness that is Laura, Anita, Jordan, Nachama, I think that awareness is eternal. I think we're eternally discovering our own infinite nature, which is the infinite nature of that which we came from. And because it's infinite, we will be doing that for eternity. Does it mean we'll have a body and a mind like this? I don't know. Could, but just think about it. There's infinite dimensions out there. We're only in one dimension. When you start getting into the idea of, my God, the infinite, wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. And you know, Chanel's out there and she says, thank you for your timely message. It is timely, Chanel, because with everything going on in the world, everyone's allowing themselves to be beaten up. This is happening. COVID happens, bam, slap across the face. Ukraine happens, bam, slap across the face. Inflation, bam, we're being bammed everywhere you can look from the outside. Got to take control. You got to have self-love followed by self-care. The best self-care is spend time alone with yourself in meditation. That's the most powerful thing you can do. Jordan said, used to hate letting go, now understand holding on for me is believing something outside myself will make me happy. Yeah, holding on will just, man, what did the Buddha said? Attachment. Attachment is the source of all suffering. Not that you have something, not that you desire something. It's attachment to it that's the source of all suffering. Chanel says, I was affected by what my mom said, but listening to you, I'm able to separate my reality from others. I create mine. Yeah, you do. Here's the thing that I teach so clearly, I try to teach so clearly, is that the only thing that you know is that you're aware. From the time you were a little one to wherever you are in your life now, you know that you're aware. That's about all you know. Everything else you make up, but you are aware. Anita, I believe that there's not a heaven or hell as perceived on earth, but I believe that we're a collective mind, that this allowing a full understanding of things that we can't fathom here. There is no heaven and hell. Heaven and hell are telling you, are you connected into oneness with the divine, or are you out of connection with oneness with the divine? It's a state of being that we have right here, right now. It's not a place that you go to. How could there be a hell or a heaven? Let's just say hell, because that would mean it would have to be outside of God. It would have to be outside the infinite, and that's friggin' impossible. There's nothing outside of the infinite. Nothing. There is a collective mind. We're individual and we're collective. And what's happening on the planet right now is a result of the collective consciousness. If you want to think about the pollution, it's the collective consciousness. If you want to think about war, it's the collective consciousness. If you want to think about disease, it's the collective consciousness. Think about this. I read an article the other day that said the EU, Europe, is in an epidemic of obesity. The United States is in an epidemic of obesity. The collective consciousness of the world is more about being obese. What happens when you're obese? Blood pressure, diabetes. You put strain on all of your organs that wasn't meant to be there. You're not moving as good. So when you move, you don't move, you become more obese. Chances are, if you're obese, you're eating foods that are not good for the body. And when you're eating foods that are not good for the body it's not going to respond. And yet we understand obesity is a problem. How many people are doing anything about it? I just asked the question. I'm not criticizing anyone. How many people are really taking their life into their power? Here's a beautiful thing. My wife hates the gym, retired 3.5 weeks ago. Do you know where she's at right now? At the gym. Do you know why she's at the gym? She says because she understands that if she's going to have a life that where she's empowered and can do what she desires, she has to take care of her body. And so she's changing her perception. At 70 years old, she's changing her perception. Woohoo! I give her a big toot for that. Well, not a toot. There's that bobbing head for you, Lori. And Jordan, I don't know that we're consciously being manipulated. It's just a collective consciousness. There's the conservatives. They want their power. They want to what's the word? Survive. And the liberals want to survive. And so because they want to survive, they do things for survival. I like to think of it that way. I'm not sure what Anita means when she says ailments afflict you. Ailments are a problem, but you know what ailments are? They're waking you up that you're not doing things in a healthy fashion. Get that. When you get an ailment, it's telling you we're not doing what's in our best interest. Well, that's a pretty good talk for today, don't you think? Anita's coming back at me again. Many of us don't have the willpower or maybe the lack of determination to take care of yourself. Woo! Anita, do you not love yourself? If you love yourself, if you see how beautiful you are as a unique expression of the divine, and know that you are a gift that the divine created, the gift of the divine, wouldn't you really want to take care of that? But if you don't know you're a gift, then you'll beat the crap out of yourself. And that's where most people are. They don't believe that they're a gift. They don't believe that they're the unique, perfect expression that the divine chose to create as them. Think about it. The divine took itself and created you out of it. How does it get any friggin' better? You're not an accident. You're a conscious creation, and you've been given the power to consciously create. What a perfect way to end the message. I want you to know I love, I care for you. Also, if I'm doing a workshop free on, I forget, Saturday the 17th, maybe, you're interested in that workshop. It's about how to figure out your life purpose and all of that. You can sign up at agapespiritualcenter.com. Feel free to do so. Love to have you. It'll be on Zoom, so we'll be interacting together. Love all of you. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the thanks. I want you to know that the thing that I understand If I am going to be a spiritual leader, I don't lead people. I serve people. I serve people in uncovering their highest greatness. Until next time, I'll take the theme of the day. Ciao.